What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We got a article about a PS5 reseller website that I am not especially fond of. Every time somebody brings it up, I'm like, F that website. We're talking about Stockx. Now, it's no secret, since September, people have been marking up these PlayStation 5 consoles, even the Series X. We've been talking about it. Same old song and dance. Tired of it. I know you guys are tired of it as well. The scalping situation's not getting any better. We're already into the middle of May. Exactly the middle of May. And things are just as bad as they were back in September, October, November area. It's crazy. It's absolute craziness. It's ludicrous. It's ludicrous how crazy this situation is getting. But let's go ahead and look at this article. If you're not subscribed yet to the channel, guys, click that subscription button. PS5 reseller brags about its users scalping nearly 140,000 units. Now, this comes on top of PlayStation touting some of their global shipped numbers out there of the console, saying that it is outsold or outshipped the PlayStation 4. A lot of these units are in the hands of scalpers, which is unfortunate, but there's no way to combat it, honestly. The retailers are trying their best. But this says, this signals just how rare PS5 supply remains. A shoe resale site says it's responsible for almost 140,000 units of the console being scalped. So Stockx, a resale website specializing in sneakers, says that it has resold nearly 140,000 units of the Sony PlayStation 5, often for hundreds of dollars more than list price. And we've looked at the prices. We've seen it. I think last night, actually, somebody mentioned to me there was a PS5 going for $5,000 on eBay. But Stockx, they've been marked up for quite some time. The figure signifies just how difficult it remains to get a PS5 without paying scalpers. But one small victory is that inflated resale prices are slowly coming down as supply of the console improves. Now, slowly is an understatement. It's like inching. It's like a worm running a 5K. Is it ever going to come? Is it ever going to happen to where we start to see these come in more regular supply? Honestly, probably not until the semiconductor situation gets better, which that's rumored to last until mid-2022. Yeah, things are looking pretty grim for people that want to get a next-gen console. More specifically, the PS5. This is crazy. I've never seen a console generation with this much chaos behind it. It's like a perfect storm because of the pandemic. There's no in-store ordering. It's all done online, so it's hard to combat, the bots and everything like that. Now, continuing on. It says the PS5 first launched in November 2020, beginning with North America and other select regions before rapidly expanding worldwide. It just as quickly became difficult to find one of the new consoles through retailers. The combination of supply constraints brought on by COVID-19 and bot-wielding scalpers picking up shipments clean meant that customers were forced to pounce on online stores the moment a restock was announced, and that situation is far from fully subsided. And that's literally what I just said. The combination of constraints because of the pandemic, bots, scalpers picking them clean, online only ordering. It's a hassle. So the average resale price of the standard $500 PS5 is $800. The average price on Stockx, $800. They told this to Business Insider, while the $400 digital editions averaging $741. Across the US, the UK, and Europe, or the European Union, prices for both models were at their highest during Cyber Weekend 2020, the days following Black Friday in November, but are now to be said to be considerably less than their holiday peak, as Sony is better able to meet the demand. So Stockx's total number of PS5 units sold is troubling. However, as the site reports, having sold nearly 140,000 units alone. This paints a picture of the ridiculous scale that the current gen console scalping situation has reached, and slightly lower prices still aren't anywhere near the retail price that scalpers are paying before fleecing regular customers. So Definitely pretty chaotic as far as things go. This does go on to talk about how Sony CFO Hiroki Totoki is saying that supply may not catch up with demand for some time, that potentially extending the PS5 shortage through 2022. Honestly, I hope it doesn't go that far, because that would definitely be frustrating for you guys, especially if you haven't had a console yet. You guys, I see it all the time in my comments. People are like, oh, I had it in my cart and I clicked it and then instantly it was giving me an error, or it was sold out, or I went to Walmart the second they tweeted it out and it was instantly sold out. It's happening. This does say it could be another frustrating holiday season for gamers if it does last till mid 2022, and that's not wrong. It's really crazy when you think about the semiconductor situation, just how much of an impact it's doing, not just on the consoles, but electronics worldwide. And now we're starting to get some of these exclusive first-party games coming out. We just had Returnal, Ratchet and Clank's coming soon. So we're getting all these next-gen exclusives popping up, but people aren't getting their next-gen consoles. It's extremely frustrating. Now, this situation is why Stockx is benefiting, essentially. You know, people aren't able to get these consoles, and people are flipping them on Stockx, and that's the only way to get them is at a marked up price, which sucks. And I still keep telling you guys, don't buy from a scalper. Somebody was in my chat saying Stockx, you know, everybody that doesn't buy from Stockx right now is an idiot because you're going to have to wait. You know, pay a little bit more so you don't have to wait. For me, guys, don't pay the markup. I know that's easy for me to say because I have a PlayStation 5 right now, but don't pay the markup. Just be patient. Keep trying. Go to the websites when they stock up. You know, it's going to be tough. It's a crazy situation with how in demand the PlayStation 5 is, but don't go and pay over thousands of dollars for a PlayStation 5 console. Don't rip yourself off. Don't let scalpers win. The best way to fight scalpers is to not go to Stockx. They're not going to stop, but you know, you're hurting their wallet when you're not buying what they flip. So, you know, I don't know. There was that group a while back, Creep Chief Notify. I think they secured over 3,500 consoles alone in the United Kingdom and flipped those as well. We can't compete with bots, you know. We cannot compete with bots as far as that goes. Now, this article does continue to say, relieving some of the current shortage tension is a temporary lack of many PS5 exclusive games. So far, the only popular exclusives have been Astro's Playroom, Returnal, and Demon's Souls, which that's a good point. We haven't really had that many exclusives. And then, of course, a lot of the titles like Cold War, Miles Morales are cross-gen titles. So the main draw of the system at the moment may simply be improved performance for older games, but the shortage will really start to put a squeeze on Sony retailers and legitimate customers when PS5 exclusives begin to accumulate in holiday 2021. So there's that main question right there: are Sony and retailers going to have trouble this holiday season meeting the demand when these games are coming out that people can't play, that are PS5 exclusives? I've never seen a console launch this crazy. This is actual video game history here. People are going to be looking back and talking about how crazy the PlayStation 5 and Series X launches were, that they were almost impossible to obtain, and that there was no games initially, and then games came out and there was still no consoles. Is what it's going to be sounding like. Like, imagine if the PS5 is still this hard to get when Ratchet and Clank and Horizon Forbidden West and all these other games start coming out that people want to play, and we don't have a way of doing it because the consoles are almost impossible to get without going to Stockx. It's almost like the scalpers have the market cornered for the demand. And yeah, that's capitalism. And it sucks. I don't recommend you guys go and get them. from Stockx. But anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Subscribe if you haven't already. We're getting close to 84.6K subscribers. Help me reach 85,000. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you for watching.